Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got the SmackDown pay-per-view DVD collection. These will be all the SmackDown pay-per-views they did from 2002 through 2016. I will do a separate video for the double feature DVD reviews or the collection, but this is technically the first SmackDown, I guess, show. It's not really considered a pay-per-view, but I decided to include it in the collection. Rebellion 2002. So back in 2002, just to give you a quick refresher, WWE split Raw and SmackDown into two separate brands. For the remainder of 2002 and into 2003, pay-per-views were, co-branded until 2003. They did the first ever Raw pay-per-view, Bad Blood. Shortly after, we would have WWE SmackDown pay-per-view. So this was held in England. Very good show. We got Brock and Paul versus Edge in the main event. I'm not going to run down every match again, guys, but just pause if you'd like to read the DVDs. So the first SmackDown pay-per-view would be Vengeance in 2003. At this point, I would say Raw is definitely the better show. SmackDown is creeping up, though. They're not having the best pay-per-views, but I really did like SmackDown at this time. So I can't discredit SmackDown. So there we go. Vengeance. Our next pay-per-view would be No Mercy. I absolutely love the SmackDown logo. A little bit of alternate disc art. Very, very weird show here in No Mercy. So moving on into 2004 now with No Way Out 2004. So it seems like WWE was really trying to give SmackDown a few big moments throughout the years, with Eddie winning the title on pay-per-view. Awesome moment. So back, this would be at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. Very, very good show. So the spines, they're not yet including the SmackDown on the spine yet, but I don't think they did it as much for SmackDown as they would with Raw. Next show would be Judgment Day from 2004. Again, they're including it on the cover, but not on the spine. That's an awesome spine there for Judgment Day. Judgment Day's had some great spines. So on the inside, this would be the Eddie Guerrero blade job, where he lost a lot of blood in this match versus JBL. Next up, we got Great American Bash 2004. So the Great American Bash finally returned, or was in WWE. I like the Great American Bash. Again, the spines, they're not really putting the SmackDown label on it, but they are on the cover. So really like that disc art with the SmackDown logo up top. This would be where JBL would become WWE champion in 2004. Next up, we got No Mercy from 2004. You could really see here, though, how the brand split kind of helped. The brands, look, we're going from July to October, but that kind of really hurts the brand split. You're not having a pay-per-view for 3 or 4 months, and when you're on pay-per-view, you're sharing it with Raw. So I think that kind of hurts, but helps at the same time. Pretty simple spine. We got JBL versus Undertaker. I actually really like that there with the, they're like the dollar bill Pretty forgotten show there. Next up here, we got Armageddon from 2004. Not my favorite event. But pretty nice insert here. You know, this through most of JBL's run. So now we're into 2005, which eventually I'll do the 2005 pay-per-view collection. I know I was supposed to do it a week or so ago, but you know, videos just kept coming in and requested. So again, they kept in the logo on the cover, but not so much on the spine. By this point, Raw has been doing it a few times, but they're not really consistent with it. Like I said in the Raw pay-per-view DVD video. So John Cena is one of the hottest acts at the time. At this point, I would say, you know, the shows are about even, but I'm still enjoying Raw a little bit more. Judgment Day from 2005. I absolutely really like this cover here. You know, the reflection with Cena and the title. This would be Cena's big blade job here. He lost a ton of blood. So 2 years in a row at Judgment Day. Beautiful insert. So pretty decent show. Judgment Day was always pretty decent. Next up, Great American Bash 2005. You know, pretty similar to the year before with the spines. So now Batista had been drafted to SmackDown, and Cena is now on Raw. So this era of SmackDown is actually really good. Next up, we would have No Mercy 2005. This would be Eddie Guerrero's last show. Again, they're not really including it on the spine. For whatever reason, they put it the other way instead of, you know, this way. It's backwards. And I like how, you know, everything's in black and white except for the SmackDown logo and the WWE swish. That's like a nice touch. So that's Eddie's last appearance on pay-per-view. Armageddon 2005. Okay, so now they got the SmackDown logo on the spine. And it just says SmackDown. It doesn't say SmackDown Presents. But we'll get into that again. So this would be the Hell in a Cell between Taker and Orton. Pretty underrated show. You know, late 2005 is not really considered the best between any people. But I absolutely love this era. Ruthless Aggression era is some of my favorite. Now we're into 2006 with No Way Out 2006. Very, very good match here between Taker and Kurt Angle for the world title. Taker actually wanted Kurt Angle to end the streak around this time. Angle refused. He beat him here at No Way Out, and that's like their little one-off they had. But so here it says SmackDown Presents No Way Out on the spine. It just says SmackDown Present. There we got it. SmackDown Present. Again, I think that's more of a typo, but no insert with this one for mine. But there's the card. Mysterio versus Orton and so on and so forth. So we got 21 for SmackDown pay-per-views here and 22 for Raw. Judgment Day of 2006. Again, they didn't include the SmackDown on there. Or on the cover, for that matter. But it is on the disc. So that's kind of strange. They didn't even put it on the cover. You know, you could really tell at this point in time the brand split wasn't really the best. Pay-per-views were down, I would say. But, you know, overall, I enjoyed 2006. We'd have the King of the Ring finals in Judgment Day of 06. Great American Bash, 2006. They did a few title changes at the Bash. You know, with JBL and Booker T here. Booker would win the world title from Mysterio. Again, pretty decent spine. Beautiful insert and disc art. I absolutely am a sucker for the American flag and the stars and bars. Great American Bash was never the best WWE show, but I thought it held a prestige from, you know, being a WCW, you know, top event, and I don't think WWE did their best at it. So No Mercy 2006, we're getting towards the end of this. Again, they didn't really put it on the spine. Again, you know, SmackDown had been, you know, the typical B show around this point in time. But I would say No Mercy 2006 is a fairly good show. Pretty underrated. You know, again, a lot of these shows people probably haven't seen in a long time. So here's what I was talking about with the Raw pay-per-views. And towards the end of 2006 now, this is a SmackDown pay-per-view, but now we're including some Raw people on it. It's definitely the end of the brand split. You know, you see SmackDown there. Not on the spine either, but beautiful insert. I love the flames and all that. And on this show, we got the WWE Champion and the World Champion tag teaming up. We got Undertaker versus Kennedy. We also have Kane versus MVP. I believe they were both on Raw at the time. So we got guys from Raw and SmackDown on the same show. And the last one here, before they kiboshed it, was No Way Out 2007. Pretty decent show here with both, again, Cena and Batista on the pay-per-view. We got Taker and Shawn there, your WrestleMania 23 main events. My copy's still sealed. I just picked it up, so I'll do a little pickup video later. But again, we got every member of the Raw and SmackDown. Not everyone, but it's supposed to be a SmackDown show. We got the WWE and World Champion again. Then in 2016, we would have our first SmackDown show. Or is this a Raw show? We got the Universal Champion. You know what? I totally messed up both videos, but this is supposed to be a Raw pay-per-view. Because remember, guys, No Mercy and Backlash were SmackDown shows, never released on DVD. So we'll redo the Raw video after this. So they did release TLC 2016 on DVD, which was a SmackDown show. AJ Styles, WWE Champion, his first run as champ. Very, very good show. Very good match with Dean Ambrose. You know, Dean Ambrose had a rough 2016, rough summer of 2016, but this would be the last SmackDown pay-per-view DVD. Take some time and subscribe to the channel, guys. So it looks like we got 20 total pay-per-views here from SmackDown between 2002 and 2016. Let me know some of your favorites from this time, guys. Take some time and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Peace.